Hey, it's Jeff Masterson, and in this video I'm going to pull back the curtain and reveal the 7 biggest mistakes that you're probably making right now that are preventing you from building muscle, and they're actually keeping you skinny. These 7 mistakes are exactly what's preventing you from experiencing the explosive muscle growth that you're capable of. And by the end of this short but revealing video, I'm not only going to tell you what these 7 skinny guy mistakes are and how to avoid them, I'm also going to show you the exact method I use to gain a massive amount of lean, rock-solid muscle weight in a very short period of time. In fact, this is the same method I used to gain 38 pounds of muscle in just 19 weeks. And no, there are no steroids or bogus supplements involved here. This is a purely natural way to gain weight and build muscle that you could start using tonight. So if you're a skinny guy or a hard gainer who can't seem to gain muscle mass no matter how many hours you spend in the gym lifting weights, and if you're sick of spending money on worthless supplements that promise to help you pack on muscle but get you no results, and if you've tried eating more food to gain weight but when you step on the scale you find out you didn't gain a pound, then this could seriously be the most important video you'll ever watch in your entire life. But I want to urge you to watch this video right now because it's not going to be online forever. And before we go any further, I want to give you a serious warning. What you're about to learn in this video presentation may contradict everything you've ever heard about gaining muscle mass, and for a good reason. Like I said, my name is Jeff Masterson, and in case you don't know me, let me tell you, I used to be skinny as a rail. In fact, at 6'2", I used to weigh just 142 pounds soaking wet. There I was, hitting the gym hard and still no muscles to show for it. I went on like a fool, spinning my wheels for years, trying desperately to gain weight and build muscle. So what happened after years of hard work in the gym, pounding weight gain shakes, taking all the supplements I could get my hands on, and stuffing my face with food? Well, here's the picture of me at 142 pounds that you just saw, and the second picture is me a few years later at 167 pounds. You know, I was a little bigger, but let me tell you, I was still confused as ever about how to really build muscle fast. As you can see, I managed to gain some weight by slinging around weights in the gym and, stuffing my face with food, but I was still a skinny guy and I was growing painfully slow. I'm talking no more than a few pounds a year. I knew I had to be doing something wrong. So I started desperately searching for a way to gain weight and build a muscular physique that I could be proud of. And believe me, the first few years I tried everything under the sun to bulk up. I tried working out 6 days a week until my entire body was sore. I tried eating more food to gain weight. I even tried all the supplements I can get my hands on, weight gainers, creatine, glutamine, NO2, testosterone boosters, and the list goes on. I continued banging my head against the wall for years, and after all that blood, sweat, and tears, I had absolutely nothing to show for it. Sure, I managed to gain a few pounds, but nobody even noticed. The fact was I was still a skinny guy. And if you're watching this video, you already know how it feels to be skinny and you're sick of it. Heck, I used to wear layers of 2 to 3 shirts, even in the summertime, just to add an extra ½ inch to my body so I could look just a little bigger. But deep down, I somehow knew I wasn't fooling anyone except for myself, and I didn't want to have to hide under baggy clothes the rest of my life. I wanted to be able to take my shirt off at the beach and feel confident. I wanted girls to look at me and start drooling instead of ignoring me. I wanted to gain the respect of other guys so they saw me as an equal, or heck, even the dominant male of the group. What I finally realized is that I was making a few deadly mistakes that absolutely killed my chances of being brawny and muscular. And I want to share these mistakes with you right now so you don't have to go through the same struggles I did and you can finally start making gains. Here are the 7 hard gainer mistakes that are keeping you skinny and preventing explosive muscle gains. Mistake number 1, thinking that your genetics will prevent you from ever gaining weight. Alright, let's start at square one here. If you don't have this right, nothing else matters. Realize that everyone has the ability to gain muscle weight, and that includes you. I'll show you exactly how in just a moment. Listen, you already saw my before pictures. My ribcage and collarbone were sticking out. I had narrow, bony shoulders and basically no muscle mass whatsoever. So if I can do it, literally anyone can. Sure, some people like you and me, for example, were just born skinny. But if you just follow the simple techniques I'm going to show you today, you simply cannot fail. Alright, mistake number 2, using the wrong exercises and ignoring the proven mass builders. You can't simply go into a gym without a plan, start lifting random weights, and expect to get bigger. Trust me, I found this out the hard way. There are certain exercises that are the cream of the crop when it comes to putting on slabs of muscle mass in a very short time. And there are other exercises that are a complete waste of time. Here's the big secret. Use compound exercises. These are exercises that stimulate the most muscle fibers and create the biggest growth response from your body. Some of the best compound exercises for building muscle mass are squats, deadlifts, pull-ups, military presses, bench presses, and bent over rows, among others. And we'll talk more about these later. Mistake number 3, taking advice from bodybuilding magazines and the big guy at the gym. This is an easy trap to fall into. You know, magazines have big buff dudes on the cover, so they must have legitimate information in there, right? Wrong. The sad truth is that these muscle building magazines are actually owned by money-hungry supplement companies, and most of the magazine's revenue is generated from the supplements they advertise in those magazines. So the only reason these magazines exist in the first place is so that they can sell you worthless, overpriced supplements. So do you still trust these magazines? I mean, what about all the fancy cutting-edge exercise routines they display that claim to chisel your abs or add inches to your biceps? Well, let me ask you, what would happen if they didn't come out with new workouts and exercise plans every month for their readers? Well, they would go out of business, of course. So let's see, their business actually depends on coming up with new and creative exercise plans and convincing you that it's the next best thing that will accelerate your results. If the general public really knew that there are proven muscle building concepts that don't change, they would wake up and realize that these magazines are nothing but hype. Okay, so what about the big guy at the gym? You know, he must be a great resource for muscle building information. After all, he is big and muscular, right? Here's where you really have to be careful. You need to ask yourself these 2 vital questions. Number 1, is he a hard gainer? And number 2, was he a former skinny guy like you? If the answer is no, then the techniques he uses to gain muscle will not work the same for you. The fact is that skinny guys have to follow a different set of rules than these naturally brawny guys who have the genetics to gain muscle easily. Of course, that is if you want to gain muscle fast and don't like waiting 6 months only to gain 5 pathetic pounds. Mistake number 4, wasting money on bogus supplements that keep you skinny and broke. One of the biggest questions I get from skinny guys is, what supplements can I take to gain weight? I won't lie, there are a few good ones, and in the next few seconds I'll reveal the top 3 supplements that you can take that will help you gain weight faster. But the truth is that most supplements are complete garbage. You see, the bodybuilding supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar cash cow that stuffs money into the pockets of bigwig CEOs on a daily basis. These greedy companies know that all they have to do is come out with another magic pill or powder that claims to boost testosterone, add muscle, or cut fat, and they'll get a windfall of cash so they can buy another Benz. Like I said, there are only a handful of supplements that will give you a slight edge, but only if you know how and when to use them. The top 3 supplements that can help you gain weight if you use them properly are whey protein powder, creatine, and a post-workout carbohydrate drink. We'll talk more about these later. Mistake number 5, ignoring the muscle-building hormones that can boost your results by 200% or more. Have you ever even thought about the role that your hormones play in your ability to gain muscle weight? There are 6 key hormones that you need to manipulate in order to turbocharge your mass-building results. They are testosterone, insulin, glucagon, cortisol, growth hormone, also known as GH, and insulin-like growth factor 1, also known as IGF-1. And get this, I've discovered ways to naturally manipulate these hormones to ensure you're gaining the most muscle possible every single day. And don't worry, I'm going to give you access to these methods right after we finish going through the last 2 of the 7 hard gainer mistakes. And yes, these are the exact same techniques I used to pack on 38 pounds of muscle in just 19 weeks. Alright, mistake number 6, training too often. This is one of the most common problems I see with skinny guys who want to bulk up and build muscle quickly. In fact, I was guilty of this myself. You'd think that going to the gym 6 days per week would get you faster results than going just 3 days a week, right? Well, it sounds like it would make sense, but this is actually completely false. You see, when you go to the gym, your objective is actually to break down your muscle fibers by lifting heavy weights in order to elicit a growth response from your body. You get bigger when your body repairs that damaged muscle. It responds by repairing the muscle fibers and building them bigger and stronger than they were before. The point is, your muscles actually grow while you're resting, not when you're in the gym lifting heavy weights. After a heavy workout, there's 2 critical things your body needs in order to grow bigger: food and rest. You need to feed your body enough calories, food, to grow larger. And you also need to give it time to rest so it has a chance to repair and grow new muscle tissue. Otherwise, if you continue to break down your muscles by going to the gym 6 days a week, your body doesn't get enough rest, so it has no chance to repair and grow larger. What happens is your plan backfires in your face and you can actually get weaker and smaller. Alright, mistake number 7 is eating the wrong food to build muscle mass and gain weight fast. No matter what I eat, I just can't seem to gain weight. Does that sound familiar? Sure, you may have tried gaining weight in the past by eating more food, but was it the right food? And did you really eat enough? Eating is one of the most misunderstood aspects of gaining muscle mass, and this is where most people completely drop the ball. In order to gain weight and build muscle, you need to feed your muscles exactly what they need to grow. And that doesn't include things like hot dogs, cake, or cookies. Those things will just make you fat. If you want to gain muscle weight, then you need to eat the right kind of protein, carbs, and fats to feed your muscles and make them grow. Here are some of the best muscle building foods that you can eat. Some of the best protein sources include things like poultry, lean red meat, eggs, fish and seafood, cottage cheese, and of course whey protein powder. The best carb sources include things like brown rice, oatmeal, potatoes, yams, whole grain breads, beans, and fruit. The best fat sources include things like flaxseed oil, fish oil, olive oil, fish like salmon, nuts, and avocados. Also, when and how much you eat is just as important as what you eat. As I mentioned before, through years of trial and error, I've learned exactly what it takes for skinny guys like us to build a rock-solid muscular physique. Today I want to share my experience and tell you how I discovered a way to gain more weight this month than most guys gain in an entire year. Remember, I started off just like you, struggling to gain weight and build muscle. After an entire year of blood, sweat, and tears, working my butt off in the gym, stuffing my face with food, and spending hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars on worthless supplements, I managed to gain a whopping 9 measly pounds. Wow. You know, I was expecting to gain a lot more than that for all my effort. That's less than 1 pound a month. And worst of all, with my tall, skinny, 6'2" body, that 9 measly pounds wasn't even noticeable. In fact, nobody even said a single word to me about my pathetic little gains. I was still the skinny guy, and I was flat out embarrassed to tell people that I'd been working out regularly for a year. Another few years of my life passed by, and after all that time, I only gained a few more pounds. I was up to, 167 pounds, and I still look skinny. At this rate, it would take me years until I broke 200 pounds, which was my goal weight. I was still spinning my wheels, getting painfully slow results. Obviously, like I said, I was doing something wrong. But here's where it gets interesting. Little did I know I was about to crack the code to building muscle fast and gain more weight in the next 19 weeks than I did in the previous 2 years combined. So after spinning my wheels for years, I finally admitted to myself that I needed a real plan from someone who had done this before. I did some research and collected information from various trainers and other previously skinny guys who had successfully gained weight, and I found out exactly what they did to go from skinny to muscular. I applied some of their techniques, and then something happened. At my first attempt using the new methods I discovered, it started working. I finally started making some solid muscle gains. In fact, I started gaining about half a pound each and every week. This was better, but it still wasn't enough for me. I knew I could gain more weight even faster. I kept making small changes to my weight gain plan and observing the results.
I literally turned my body into an experimental weight gain machine. And with a little more trial and error, I perfected a system that grew my body 10 times faster than I was previously growing. How fast? Well, once I applied these new techniques, I immediately packed on 38 pounds of solid muscle mass over the next 19 weeks. I went from 167 pounds to 205 pounds. I painstakingly tested my plan over and over until I finally had it dialed in perfectly. At this point, I was gaining a minimum of 2 pounds of rock solid muscle mass per week. And if you know anything about building muscle, you'll agree with me when I say those are ridiculously fast gains. If I kept up this pace, I quickly realized that I could potentially gain 40 plus pounds in the next 4 months using these methods. That beats the heck out of the 9 pathetic pounds I gained the year before. Well, it turns out my predictions were close. I actually only gained 38 pounds over the next 19 weeks, and I still wanted to gain more weight, but heck, right? I couldn't really complain about gaining 38 pounds of muscle. Would you? And although I still didn't look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, I did have to buy all new clothes to fit my larger, more muscular body. Actually, the transformation happened so fast, some of my closest friends accused me of being on steroids. Finally, after years of worrying about being too skinny, my clothes not fitting right, and being flat out embarrassed to take my shirt off in public, this one little secret was all I needed to defeat my skinny jeans once and for all. And believe me, I wasn't looking back. Now all of a sudden I had people cornering me and asking me, "So how did you pack on so much muscle so quickly?" What did I tell them? In simple terms, I stopped taking advice from the wrong people. You see, my problem was that I was listening to the big steroid-injected dude in the gym, the fitness magazines that showed you the new cutting-edge muscle-pumping workouts, and all the other confused people in the online discussion forums who gave me conflicting advice. And it was all complete and utter nonsense. The main problem was all the generic material out there was written for average guys who didn't have a problem gaining weight. And the people giving this advice were not skinny guys in the past like you and me. They don't understand what it's like to be a hard gainer who doesn't gain muscle easily. Taking advice from these sources is like muscle building suicide. The fact is, almost everything you've heard about building muscle does not apply to you. You can't afford to waste another second listening to unqualified people leading you down the wrong path. You need a specialized program for your specific body type and genetics if you ever want to build an ounce of muscle. Seriously, do you want to go from scrawny and weak to big and powerful quickly? Well, fortunately, you don't have to go through the long, hard struggles I did to figure out how to put on slabs of muscle weight quickly. Here's why. I have a little confession to make. While other guys followed the same worthless generic advice from magazines and meatheads in the gym and got no results to show for it, I've been flying under the radar using my own blueprint to pack on pound after pound of rock solid muscle mass to my body every week. To tell you the truth, I never even planned on releasing this valuable information to the public. Heck, I was just happy that I finally cracked the code to gaining weight for myself. But then I started thinking, what if someone had given me this missing information when I was struggling to build muscle? So let me ask you, how would you like to transform yourself from the skinny guy that gets pushed around to the muscular guy who commands respect? How would you like to start turning heads everywhere you go, making onlookers think to themselves, wow? How would you like to start attracting more female attention than you can handle? Imagine having a girl walk up and start flirting with you. Trust me, it's a nice feeling. Imagine your friends and family looking at you in disbelief as they realize you're not the skinny guy you used to be. I knew that so many other skinny guys could benefit from these valuable muscle building techniques. I couldn't just keep it all myself. So I went to work immediately, recalling the exact steps I took to build muscle in record time. I left no stone unturned. Over the next 6 months, I put everything into a simple, step-by-step format that you could start following right now to gain a massive amount of muscle weight in the shortest time possible. So if you're finally ready to flip that switch and go from skinny to muscular, then with your permission, I'd like to introduce you to the Weight Gain Blueprint System. This is a 100% guaranteed muscle building program for skinny guys and hard gainers. I named this training program the Weight Gain Blueprint because that's exactly what it is. It's a no-fail blueprint for building muscle mass specifically designed for skinny guys. And if you follow it, you will gain weight. It's designed to force your body to pack on 20 pounds of solid muscle mass or more over the next 8 weeks, and continue making gains for as long as you follow the program. And yes, I'm dead serious. Actually, I guarantee it. If this training program fails to slap the skinny out of you and have you packing on more muscle mass than you thought possible, then I'll happily give you a full refund instantly, no questions asked. How many personal trainers are willing to make that kind of guarantee? None, because they aren't using my system. You should also know, nobody has ever tried using these methods to gain weight and failed. When you follow the simple step-by-step instructions inside, you will gain weight, period. Here's just a small taste of what you're going to discover in just a few moments from now. I'll show you the real reason you can't gain weight and how to instantly crush this roadblock with an iron fist so you're free to rapidly slap on as much muscle mass as you desire. You'll see how to become the fastest growing guy in your gym as you leave the gym rats in shock, wondering how you come back bigger, stronger, able to lift more weight every single week without fail. And you'll only be there 3 days a week for a quick 60-minute workout. You'll see the only 7 supplements that will make any significant effect on your gains and exactly how to use them for maximum results. All the rest are a complete waste of your hard-earned money, making greedy supplement companies filthy rich. Now you can avoid getting burned. The little-known hormone that doesn't just increase muscle size, it increases the number of actual muscle fibers for explosive steroid-like growth. You'll see exactly how to turn the switch that unleashes this powerful hormone after every single workout. How to build a massive pair of sleeve-tearing biceps and triceps, and see why most people are dead wrong about how they train for arm growth. The 6 magic hormones that control your muscle building destiny, and how to make them all your servant, manipulating each one, turning your body into a muscle building factory almost overnight. You could steal my #1 best kept secret that doubled my gains while spending half the time in the gym. Once you know this, you'll chuckle at these goofballs wasting their time growing at a snail's pace. See why your current workout sucks and what exercises you must use to tap deep into your body's muscle fibers, literally forcing your muscles to grow like a genetic freak. The holy grail of muscle building foods that are guaranteed to give you freakish size gains. Every skinny guy and hard gainer needs to see this. How to automatically break through any muscle building plateau. There are 5 simple ways, and it's actually easier than most people believe. You'll never get stuck at the same weight for more than a week. The big 3 warm-ups I do before each workout that will skyrocket your strength levels and allow you to lift heavier weights. Heavier weights equals more muscle growth. This little trick separates the amateurs from the real men who get real results. The exact formula for muscle growth you need to follow each time you set foot in the gym. How many sets you should do, how many reps, how long you should rest, what exercises to do, how much weight you should lift, how long your workouts should last. Here's a hint, you'll never see this anabolic muscle building formula on any website or in any magazine. Exactly what to eat before your workout so you'll have the raw power of a gorilla as you tear through your workouts with maximum strength and energy. Follow this rule and you'll wonder why you ever even bothered coming to the gym before you use this tactic. How to build muscle in your sleep. I'll show you what to eat before you go to sleep that guarantees you'll wake up in the morning with more muscle on your body. My down and dirty diet trick created specifically for skinny guys with a fast metabolism that will force your body to grow all day long. Now at first people thought I was crazy for doing this. Now they can't stop talking about how ridiculously effective it is. How to exploit the 3 hidden windows of opportunity to spur on rapid muscle growth. I'll show you what to eat during these 3 special times of the day so that your body grows muscle tissue at an almost unhuman rate of speed. This one technique is largely responsible for my quick size gains. Ingest these 2 items immediately after your workout to naturally engorge your muscles with a hormone that's even more anabolic than testosterone. And much, much more. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Just imagine what you'll look like just a few weeks from now. Imagine stepping on the scale in just 8 weeks from now, and that number staring back at you is 20 pounds more than you're used to seeing. Week by week, you'll be standing in the mirror, tape measure in hand with a smile on your face that just won't go away. Arms, chest, and biceps so ripped, you'll think it's not even really your body. You'll have to pinch yourself to prove that it's really all you there. I'm handing you a roadmap, a blueprint, a formula for packing on as much muscle weight as you want in the shortest time possible. Look, this isn't just something that worked for me. I've literally helped thousands of skinny guys gain weight and build muscle mass in record time using these exact techniques you're about to get access to right now. Here's just a few of the emails I get on a daily basis from guys who have used this program. This one comes from Chris. Chris says, just wanted to keep you guys up to date on my progress. Since using your program, I started 9 weeks ago at 140 pounds. 9 weeks later, I weigh 161 pounds. My muscle growth is obvious. I've attached before and after pics so you can see the difference. Thank you, Jeff, for writing this program and for not only helping me finally gain weight, but for also showing me a routine that has me living a much more confident man altogether. This one comes from Patrick Shefford, who says, I've always been a smaller guy. When you're a skinny guy, people show you no respect. They look at you as an inferior male. I worked out off and on, but never made any gains. When I came across the weight gain blueprint and figured it was worth a shot. When I first started the program, I weighed 140 pounds. After 6 weeks, I was already at 155 pounds. Slowly but surely, my confidence and self-esteem began to heighten, along with my muscle mass, which in turn improved all other aspects of my life. I feel better now than I ever have. I am now on week 26 and I weigh 173 pounds, a 33-pound improvement. More importantly, it's mostly muscle mass. Jeff Masterson's weight gain blueprint teaches you how to live a big guy lifestyle. Often people ask me if I have grown or gotten bigger. This is what is most rewarding about the program, knowing that I actually was capable of improving myself. I just needed some guidance. Thanks, Jeff, for helping me turn my life around. I'm eternally grateful. Best regards, Patrick. Gabriel, who says, just figured I'd update you on my current progress. 40-pound gain in 25 weeks. Gone from 134 to 174 right now. I'm looking to either go to 185 or 195 or 205, but right now things are looking great. Thanks again for your program. It really made the process straightforward. This one comes from Chauncey. I think that's how you pronounce it. Hey Jeff, my name is Chauncey and I'm from Texas, and I wanted to let you know that I've gained 5 pounds over the course of 2 weeks by following your methods. I started at 140. I'm already at 145. Thanks a ton. And I just got a Facebook update from him that says, hey guys, just letting you know that I've surpassed my weight goal of 160 this morning. I weighed and it said 165. Thanks. So that's a total of 25 pounds gained so far. Now, I've literally got hundreds of these emails from guys telling me about how much muscle they've gained and how this program has changed their life. But let's get to the question that's probably on your mind right now. So, what am I actually getting today? Everything. I'm equipping you with all the muscle building secrets that took me years to discover through trial and error. Luckily, you won't have to go through the same guesswork I did. It's all laid out for you here in an easy to read, step-by-step format, and you're getting immediate online access to everything in the next few minutes. Now, first, you're getting the complete weight gain blueprint manual. This is the hard gainer step-by-step guide to gaining weight and building muscle fast. This is the instantly downloadable 114-page breakthrough guide that will reveal how to pack on pounds of solid muscle mass at warp speed. It's written by me, Jeff Masterson, in plain language that's easy to understand, direct, and to the point. There's no beating around the bush here with muscle building theory. You won't find any of that boring college lecture material in here. This is nothing but the hard-hitting truth that exposes the exact steps I took to gain 38 pounds of muscle mass in just 19 weeks. You'll be blown away with all the powerful muscle building methods I explained to you in vivid detail. You're also getting my anabolic muscle building workouts. You're getting a full 26-week weight training program for maximum growth. This includes printable workout sheets you can take with you to the gym to track your progress. You'll never walk into the gym again without knowing exactly what you're doing. These are the exact workouts that are responsible for my massive spurt in muscle gains, and now they're yours to use. Think of this as your secret weapon when you enter the gym. Now you're also getting my weight gain blueprint meal plans. There's no more guesswork here. Inside these pages, you're going to find the most effective muscle building meal plans in existence, designed specifically for skinny guys and hard gainers. You'll never ask the question, what should I eat to gain weight, ever again. Just print and go. It's all done for you. There are 11 different versions, from 2,000 calories all the way up to 4,000 calories. So whether you weigh 120 pounds right now or 200 pounds, you'll get the perfect meal plan that will feed your muscles exactly what they need to grow. Follow these meal plans and get ready for a surge of new muscular growth all over your body. Next, you're getting the Weight Gain Blueprint Quick Start Guide. Now, this is your step-by-step playbook to get you up and running fast. I take you by the hand and show you what to do first, second, third, fourth, and so on. I truly can't make gaining muscle mass any easier, any more straightforward than this. You'll never be left wondering what to do next. I even pull back the curtain and walk you through a typical day in my life as I rapidly gain 38 pounds of muscle. I'm talking painstaking detail from the time my alarm clock goes off to the time I go to sleep. You'll get to be a fly on the wall and see exactly what I did to slap on so much muscle so quickly. Now, before we go any further, I want to make something very clear. Consider this a warning. This program is not for everyone. If you're genetically gifted and you find it easy to gain weight and build muscle, then this program is not for you. If you've never been a skinny guy, then this program is not for you. If you are overweight or obese and you're trying to lose weight, then this program is not for you. This program is designed for skinny guys to gain a large amount of muscle weight in a very short time. If you're not willing to follow the simple instructions in this program and apply what you learn, or if you're too lazy to actually read the manual, then this is not for you. I want to stress that this program is only for skinny guys who have a hard time gaining muscle weight and who want to bulk up and gain weight fast. Now, at this point, you may be wondering how much is this going to cost. So let me ask you a very important question. What would it be worth to you to utterly transform your body and gain 30, 40, even 50 pounds of rock solid muscle? To finally have the secret code that you've been missing to defeat your skinny guy genetics once and for all? How good would it feel to walk around with a new confidence that comes with having large muscles popping through your shirt? Do you think people would look at you differently? Do you think you command more respect? Do you think girls would take a second look? You're damn right. How much would you pay to have this problem solved forever? To be able to look in the mirror just a few short weeks from now and see a big muscular figure staring back at you. Then you realize that's you. That's worth a lot, right? Heck, a lot of guys will crawl across broken glass to get their hands on insider information like this. Well, I've got some really good news for you. Today you're getting full access to everything handed to you on a silver platter. The hard copy version of this course sells for just $127, and with all the valuable information packed inside it, it's well worth it. In fact, every guy who's actually used the program tells me it's a total steal. Why? Well, just think about it for a second. How many hundreds or thousands of dollars have you spent on supplements, gym memberships, weight gain powders? How many hours have you spent busting your ass in the gym trying to build muscle? How much time have you spent stuffing your face with food trying to gain weight? How long you've been listening to conflicting advice from online discussion forums, your friends, guys at the gym, magazines, videos, and what do you have to show for it? The fact is, the Weight Gain Blueprint program has been proven again and again to work, to force your skinny body to pack on muscle weight fast, which should make a tiny one-time investment of $127 seem like a bargain. But you know what? You won't have to pay $127 to get access to this life-changing program today. That's because I'm now making the complete Weight Gain Blueprint program available to you online. You're getting instant online access to the entire program so you can start gaining weight and building muscle in just minutes from now. So now that I don't have to deal with the crazy printing and shipping cost, I've drastically reduced the price of the entire Weight Gain Blueprint system to a one-time payment of just $67. That's less than the cost of a 10-pound tub of protein powder. Plus, you won't have to wait 5 to 14 days for it to arrive in the mail either. Instead, you're getting instant access to the members area where you'll be able to download the entire program and start gaining weight in just minutes from now. And don't worry, you don't have to be a computer whiz to download this training program on your computer. It's super safe and easy to download. I even take the time to show you exactly how to download it after you place your order. It takes just seconds. And you know what? I want to make this a total no-brainer for you. Just to prove to you that this really does work, I'm going to give you full access to the entire Weight Gain Blueprint system for not $127, not even $67 today, but just $4.95 today. And no, that's not a misprint. You see, I want to give you the chance to test drive this program risk-free for a full 21 days before you make a final decision for just $4.95 today. If you're happy with the program, and I know you will be, you'll be billed the remaining $62.05 21 days from today to complete your order, and at that point, the program is yours to keep. And no, your card will never be billed again after this. Remember, you won't see this page again, so you need to act now in order to take advantage of this insider's deal. In other words, if you want to pack on slabs of rock hard muscle mass starting tonight, then you need to hurry because this is your only chance to grab this 21-day trial for just $4.95. Click the Add to Cart button below this video to get started right now before it's too late. Now, if you decide later that you want to grab a copy of the Weight Gain Blueprint system, that's okay too, but you'll simply need to pay the full $67 up front. And in case you're still skeptical, that's okay. I've got you completely covered by my rock solid gain weight or it's free 100% money back guarantee. You can download the Weight Gain Blueprint system right now, put it to the test with absolutely no risk. At any time during the next 8 weeks, if you can honestly say that you haven't gained at least 10 to 20 pounds of muscle mass or more, or if you feel like this guide hasn't given you the fastest and easiest gains in strength, size, and muscle weight, then I absolutely don't deserve your money. I'm so confident that this proven weight gain system will produce the fastest and easiest gains you've ever made that if you're not completely and utterly thrilled with your results, then you'll get a prompt and full refund with no questions asked and no hard feelings. I'm taking all the risk here and giving you the sweetest deal I could possibly think of, so your investment is 100% risk-free. Trust me, no one else has the balls to make that kind of guarantee. So why can I do it? Because this tested and proven weight gain blueprint system flat out works. If it didn't work, then there's no way I can make that kind of guarantee. So go ahead and take my system for a test drive right now and watch yourself grow faster than you thought was humanly possible. And just as a way of saying thank you for watching this presentation, I want to throw in a few special bonuses for you for free. Now, the first thing I want to give you is my weight gain progress tracker. One of the most important things to do when you're gaining mass is to track your results. Now you can see how fast you're growing. This weight gain progress tracker will allow you to keep track of all your important measurements each week: body weight, lean muscle mass, and body fat percentage. Simply fill in the blanks once a week and you'll know exactly how much muscle you're gaining. You can watch your muscle gains explode right before your eyes as you move up the scale. The second thing I want to give you is my muscle building food cheat sheet. Now, I've already given you foolproof meal plans that are proven to pack on loads of muscle mass fast, but what if you want to get creative and switch things up? This muscle building food cheat sheet is simply the icing on the cake. Inside this cheat sheet, you'll find a huge list of delicious foods that get my muscle building stamp of approval. You can use it to swap out foods in your meal plan with delicious foods that you like, without worrying about screwing up your diet and affecting your gains. So yes, you can feel confident eating anything on this cheat sheet knowing that you're eating the right food that will help you grow. The next free bonus I want to give you is the Easy Calorie Calculator. Want to know how many calories you need in order to gain weight? Simply whip out this calculator and in the click of a mouse you'll know instantly. All you need to know is your current body weight. I told you I left no stone unturned, didn't I? Forget the complicated diet math equations. All you want to do is gain muscle, not sit there and solve math problems, right? I had this calculator programmed to tell you exactly how much protein, carbohydrates, and fat you need to eat to pack on slabs of lean, rock-hard muscle mass as quickly as possible without getting fat in the process. If you've tried eating more food to gain weight in the past and failed, this will solve that problem once and for all. Now you'll know exactly how much you need to eat to make scary muscle gains. The next free bonus I want to give you is the explosive hot seat interview with me, Jeff Masterson. The fitness enthusiast Tyler Fu grilled me with one of the best questions I've ever been asked. I agreed to answer the question on an exclusive interview with him over the phone, and it turned into one of the most hard-hitting, jam-packed coaching sessions I've ever done. Here's the famous question he asked. If you lost all your muscle and became a skinny guy again, what would you do to gain enough muscle to feel confident walking on the beach with your shirt off in just 8 weeks? Now, he opened up a can of worms there, so I spilled my guts for a full 45 minutes and unleashed everything I knew about going from skinny to muscular in the fastest time possible. This is the exclusive interview that left people's jaws on the ground, and you're getting access to this exciting interview for free right now. You've got a really simple choice to make. Option number one is, of course, do nothing. Keep going the way you are now. Keep being frustrated and risk staying skinny for the rest of your life because you didn't take action. Keep training harder than gym, getting no results. Keep wasting money on supplements. Keep yourself in the dark, wondering what the key is to bulking up fast. Option number two is, you could take what we learned here today and, just try to wing it. You could take the basic ideas I shared with you, start using compound exercises, eating some of the right foods, experimenting with protein powder and creatine, and sure, you might get some decent results. But wouldn't you rather have a sure thing? Wouldn't you rather have a simple system that literally thousands of guys around the world have already used to go from skinny to muscular? Wouldn't you rather have that in your corner as you go along your muscle building journey? Now, option number three is risk nothing at all today. Grab the Weight Gain Blueprint training for just $4.95 today. Devour the material, put it into action, and see how long it takes before that smile finally comes off your face. 26 weeks from now, after you've gained 20, 30, even 40 pounds, you'll look back and laugh at all the things you used to do that kept you skinny all these years. All you have to do to get started is click the big add to cart button below. You'll gain instant access to everything, so you could start gaining weight tonight. Imagine yourself 26 weeks from today. You're not skinny anymore. You know the truth. You know it works, and you've got the results to prove it. Is a new, muscular, jaw-dropping body worth a tiny investment of only $4.95 today? Well, I can tell you it would be worth it if you're single and after a few weeks your muscles start growing and you start attracting beautiful women twice as hot as your previous girlfriends. Wouldn't you agree? Can you even imagine the new life that's waiting for you? It sure would be worth it if you ever found yourself in a fight with one or more men. Now, when your safety is on the line, your brute strength is all you have to survive. If you were huge, do you really think it's going to be easy for other men to kick sand in your face? I don't think so. It sure would be worth it if you want to demand more respect. Now imagine walking into a room and turning heads. People move out of your way when you walk. When you talk, people listen and they give you what you want. The world is what you make of it, and life's too short to be skinny. Just imagine how good you'll look with another 20, 30, 40 pounds of rock hard muscle. Listen, I don't care how many times you've failed before or how terrible your muscle building genetics are. When you put this system to work for you, you'll gain massive amounts of muscle weight quickly, period. But you need to hurry. Like I said, you won't see this 21-day trial again, and your only option will be to come in at the full price up front like everyone else, even though $67 is peanuts compared to the results you're going to get. Alright, enough talk. Let's bulk you up. Click the add to cart button below this video right now, and I'll see you on the other side. I really can't even put into words how dramatically the information in this program has changed my life, and I guarantee it will do the same for you. So I want to remind you that you can get started right now, completely risk-free. If you're not happy with how fast you're gaining muscle over the next 60 days, then you'll get a complete and prompt refund of every penny you spent, even after your 21-day trial period is over. Seriously, if you're not absolutely thrilled with your results, then I don't think you should have to pay for anything. Are you still here? Well, I think you've heard enough from me, so let me just share with you what some other guys have said about the Weight Gain Blueprint program. Justin hit me up on Facebook and said, "Hey Jeff, how's it going? Just want to say that I love the Weight Gain Blueprint. I have just finished all 27 weeks. I started off weighing 162 and I'm 6'2". Now that I finished, I weigh 190. I gained about 30 pounds. I cannot be happier. I'm about to do a couple more weeks. My goal is around 200. Just wanted to say thanks a lot and that this program really works." Amy also left a comment on my Facebook. He said, "Hey bro, I used your program. It's been 1 week and I'm up 6 pounds. Thanks, Jeff." This is an email I got from Mark Garcia, who says, "I've gained exactly the weight I was shooting at and more, and still going strong. I gained more weight on this program than from any other method from other dudes' advice. Everything made sense the way you explained it, and it puts the guys I'd been listening to utter shame. Thanks to your plan, I went from weighing in at 119 pounds to 145 pounds. I seriously could not be any more pleased. I find myself actually waking up hungry, that never used to happen, and actually wanting to eat only hours after my last meal, and I used to barely be able to get in 3 meals. I feel great. I'm not tired midway through a workout. I can feel my arms getting bigger. My shirts are starting to fit better. People are complimenting me on how much bigger I've gotten, as opposed to the, oh my god, you look so skinny, eat something, that I would always get 8 weeks back. And that's because I'm not even halfway done with the program. Thanks, man. Thank you so much. And I do not plan on stopping this incredible program. You are the man, Jeff. Thanks a lot, Mark. This is from Bevan, who says, hi Jeff, it's going great. I've gained 5 pounds in 2 weeks. That's more weight gain than the last 2 years. I'm so stoked, I can't wait to see the end result, Bevan. This is from John from Australia. Says, dude, I can't thank you enough. I put on 11 pounds in the last 2 weeks and feel so much healthier too. My arms have toned up and I'm a slow gainer. I never thought this would work. Thanks, mate. This comes from, I honestly don't know how to pronounce this, CHCH from New Zealand, who says, hey Jeff, I'm 22 and 5'11". I started the program 10 weeks ago. I weighed in at 160.5 pounds. Just finished my first week off. I weigh in at 173.2 pounds on an empty stomach. This program has changed my life and it's just the beginning. I'm so stoked. I just want to say thanks, man. You're a legend. This comes from Dag, who says, hey Jeff, I've seen some amazing gains using your program. At 6 feet tall, I was about 141 pounds at the beginning. Now just 3 months later, I'm weighing in at 177 pounds. I've also been able to lift exceedingly more weight in all my exercises. All in all, a great program, well worth the money. Thanks. Dale says, kicking butt, started at 163, 3 weeks at the gym, 3 days per week, following your program, and now at 184 pounds. Feels great, thanks. This comes from Darian, who says, hi Jeff, this is Darian. I am 13. I tried your program and I've gained 5 pounds in a week. Before this, I tried lots of other programs. I haven't gained weight with theirs, but yours works perfect. Thomas says, hey, how's it going? Well, I started out at about 132 and now around 155. Gained 23 pounds so far. I'm on week 6 of the program and it's going good. I noticed visible changes in my appearance and my clothes are tighter. I can see my body starting to take shape, definitely, and that makes me want to work harder. Vito says, dear Jeff, when I started your blueprint, I was weighing in at 132 pounds. I've since gained 40 pounds and I now weigh 172 pounds. I want to thank you because your information was amazing. Gabriel says, oh my god, I gained 9 pounds in 2.5 weeks. Best thing that ever happened to me. Jeremy says, hey Jeff, the program is going well so far. I am 4 weeks into it now. Last year when I was in Iraq, I was 130 pounds before I started hitting any kind of gym. Up to about a month and a half ago, I was 140 pounds. Within the last 4 weeks, I'm now 161 pounds. I love the program because it really showed me what all I was doing wrong and how I was overtraining my body. I've almost given up countless times before, but I'm really liking this program. Thanks for everything, especially saving wasted time in the gym. John says, hey, I just want to firstly say your weight gain blueprint course is fantastic. Before I saw this, I was working out and managed to gain 15 pounds in 10 months on my own. I went from 169 to 184. But then I reached a plateau and couldn't make any more gains for an entire 5 months. Then I recently found your website. I'm 3.5 weeks into your program and I'm up 7 pounds already. I went from 184 up to 191. The gains are coming as muscle and I'm feeling great. I'm working hard lifting weights and I'm taking only the supplements you recommend. Thanks so much for making a program that actually works and has excellent workouts. Waleed says, it's going great, man. I'm in the middle of week 2. I already gained a solid 2 kilograms, about 4.5 pounds. The workout is going good too. Lifting more than I did the previous time. I have a good feeling about this. Your blueprint is awesome and the way you phrase things makes it really helpful. Much appreciated. Taylor says, good news, I finished reading the book last night and I just want to say I'm blown away. It's everything I thought it would be and more. Thank you, man. Thank you. Now, every day that passes you by is another chance you could have been using these simple, ultra-effective muscle building techniques. So how much longer are you going to wait before you finally decide it's time to sculpt the muscular body you've always wanted? If not now, then when? Haven't you gone on looking skinny and frail long enough? I'd really like to urge you to make this investment in yourself and in your future. All you have to do to get started is click the add to cart button below. You'll gain instant access to everything so you can start gaining weight tonight. Again, this has been Jeff Masterson. I'm looking forward to sharing my muscle building techniques with you on the inside, and I'm also looking forward to hearing about your success story.